Hey guys, I'm HOJ, and in today's video, we're going to be doing another Best of One standard event. Today with a Dimir Midrange deck by Builder Venom 1. This is a deck that very recently took first place in a 81-player standard challenge, going 9-1 with a 90% win rate. So this is a best of 3 deck. But we're just going to be doing a best of 1 standard event. So I've included the sideboard in the deck list, and all of the other details will be in the description. The best of 1 standard event playlist with all of my videos, and also a link if you'd like to subscribe, if you like this kind of content and you want to see more. Or if you'd like to become a member for 99 cents a month and get early access to all my new videos and help support the channel, I'd greatly appreciate that as well. All right, let's take a look at the deck. So it has a kind of a nice mix of removal here. We have Tragic Trajectory. We've got 1 copy of Stab, 1 copy of Shoot the Sheriff, 1 copy of Heartless Act, and then 2 copies of Bitter Triumph. And then we have 1 copy of Spell Pierce to kind of deal with some opposing spells. 1 copy of Phantom Interference, which can act as either a counter spell or as to create a token. And so yeah, just kind of a nice mix here of different pieces of removal. And then we have a full play set of Deep-Cavern Bat to help kind of find out what the opponent is doing. 4 copies of Floodpits Drowner, so another play set here as well, giving us some options against bigger creatures to help get rid of that. 2 copies of Cecil Dark Knight, a full play set of Spyglass Siren, and then we have 2 copies of Preacher of the Schism to kind of start generating some advantage, and full play set of both Kato, Bane of Nightmares, and Enduring Curiosity. Actually, never mind, 3 copies of Enduring Curiosity and a play set of Tidebinder. Tidebinder just seems to be really good right now. There's a lot of very relevant triggered abilities, and being able to shut that down, this makes sense that we're seeing a full play set here. For the land, we have 25 land, and then we have 2 copies of Restless Reef to kind of give us some man lands to deal with the opponent, 2 copies of Soulstone Sanctuary, and then 1 copy of Fountain Port to start getting maybe a little bit of advantage. Yeah, and that's the deck. So let's go ahead and hop in. By the way, if you're celebrating the holidays, I wish everybody happy holidays. I know we're kind of getting close to Christmas here in the US, so hope you guys are having a great time with your families or loved ones. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Dimir is a deck that I haven't really played in quite a long time. There is also an Azorius flash deck / tempo deck that I've been playing a little bit. A different builder, I think Masked Marth, created that one, and it's been doing very, very well. And so I have that in my playlist there if you want to check that deck out as well. Those are some fun videos as well. All right, opening hand looks great. We've got mana, we have both colors, and we have some stuff to do. We're on the play. Hopefully we can get into our 3rd land, but I think this is the keep. So we'll lead out here with Gloomlake. I suppose it doesn't produce black yet. All right, so hoping that we draw a land here, but we'll see what's happening. Looks like we are up against Rakdos, or possibly maybe a Mardu deck. Not really sure. Okay, got a Fear Missing Out. Okay, looks like just Reanimator deck of some kind, probably using like Zombify maybe. I think this version might use like Rakdos joins up. So we've got Tidebinder, which is kind of nice for that. I think we just want to get maybe Preacher down. I don't know that we need to get rid of Fear of Missing Out. I suppose we could also do Kato here. Kato would be pretty fun. All right, let's go ahead and get some cards.
I've got you beat 6 different ways.
Don't know if we want to go all the way up to 5 land, but I think having an extra land here seems good.
Definitely lost.
All right, so now I think we're going to want to hold up Tidebinder here, just depending on what target they choose. Yeah. All right, if he doesn't do anything, I suppose we could Drowner. We could like double Drowner here. Could also get Sanctuary going. I think we probably just want a Drowner though. Now we could go for Watery Grave, untapped, so we can do like Tidebinder plus if we want to shuffle this away. I think we just want to beat in though. Then we could have access to like Bitter Triumph. Could also go for Preacher here. But I think we need to have Tidebinder available. Sure, that's fine. I guess in response we could get rid of this one here. Yeah, that seems good. All right, so timing on this, we have to wait for it to enter, I think, for it to be triggered. Depends on like which creature I suppose he targets. Yeah, I guess haven't done this before, so I'm not sure the exact timing here. But here we have, I think we trigger it. I think we do Tidebinder now. Okay, now we can just shoot the Sheriff, and then I suppose if he has like a backup copy, we should hold up Tidebinder again. He's only got one card in hand, but I think it'd be pretty reckless to just play Preacher here. Just in case. Okay, he's got the Zombify. Okay, so sack 3 non-land permanents. Suppose we can do that. Okay, so let's just play Tidebinder. Although I guess we can, on our, if we wait, we can Bitter Triumph it and then Tidebind the ward. I think that works, since it's a triggered ability. I guess we're going to find out. I think we can target it. Oh, maybe we can't target the ward. Well, I guess that didn't work. Oh, no, it did work. Okay. The targeting just got a little bit weird, so had me worried for a second there. But unless he ripped one off the top, we should be in a good place. All right, 1-0. Yeah, Tidebinder seems amazing in this meta. All right, let's see if we can run it back. Yeah, this has always been like a very difficult deck to play against. So it doesn't surprise me that it's doing well. Basically any deck with Enduring Curiosity, though, just seems pretty great. Opening hand looks great. We've got mana. We have stuff to do on 2, 3, and 4. Happy to keep. We'll start off here with a Restless Reef. See what we're up against. Ooh, allies. Okay. Allies can get out of hand really quickly, but they don't have a lot of removal, so that's kind of nice. So I guess, like, so the question is now, do we want to Drowner the Protectors and then try to get in next turn? I think if we Spyglass Siren, we have a better chance of actually getting in with Kato. So I kind of like Siren here. And then we can go ahead and see if we can get some more land. And we did, which is great. Yeah, so now we can go for like Kato next turn. Ooh, that's like their best 2-drop though. South Pole Voyager is no joke. Alright, let's play Swamp and go for Kato. So the problem is, like, if we try to like do the Drowner, they're just going to use Protectors to make it hexproof. Actually, they can't make it hexproof, so we could get rid of the Voyagers here. It's got to still be Kato, right? I think it's still Kato. I suppose the problem here is that theoretically they could kill it next turn if they have like...
This is where things... Ha! I love a dramatic entrance.
So if they have like Earth Kingdom Protectors, they could get it if they like pump their team to make this like a 3/3 and a 2/2, which is a possibility. We could also make it a like a 4/5. So they still get it if they have Earth Kingdom Protectors. So I think maybe we're just drawing cards here. It's like if they have it, then they have it. Heartless Act is pretty good. I think we want both of those. Because like it's going to be good with Enduring Curiosity. So I think we take them both. Do we want them in a certain order? It's like next turn, we're probably doing like Drowner plus like double Spyglass Siren feels pretty good. Okay, I guess we get them both. So if they have Earth Kingdom Protectors, or I think, or whatever it's called, the 2 mana thingy. I guess they don't have it, which is great.
I like a challenge.
Now we can just play a bunch of creatures and then set up for Curiosity. So I suppose we get in. All right, let's get in. Or I suppose here, let's... How do we want to... We need 3 sources of blue mana. Could go for Curiosity there, but I think it's just so much better to play all the other creatures out. Alright, so let's go for Siren. And another Siren. And then I think, do we just draw more cards here? Because like we probably use this to tap down the Voyager. I guess if these are coming in, we don't want to just like... I mean, we would trade with the Protectors. I think let's make our ninja a little harder to kill. Don't know if that's right, but...
I just hate a fair fight.
Okay, sure. It's definitely pretty good. So maybe we should have just cashed out for an extra card there. Okay, now I think we want to lock down the Voyager. We can't stop all of these. We could take out the Kingdom Protectors. Just a matter of if we want to do that over like Curiosity. And like, because we could get rid of the Voyager on our next turn. And then they can start like... I guess it's just a matter of like how much we care about these Protectors. Yeah, I think we just let it die.
Don't worry.
Okay, so in hindsight, we probably should have like drawn the card there instead of like buffed it up. But I suppose they had to like send more guys at it. We didn't know that they had reinforcements. Now we just want to go for Curiosity. So we can do Fountain Port here, and then maybe get a map token on Drowner, just so that it can block some of these 1/1s. Kato's good. We've already got one. I think we can do better. And then I think we hold Drowner here just to block the 4/1/1s. And then we're just going to get in with these two here. I suppose he has Ang, so he could have Ang right there. I guess he didn't, but he could have. Okay, just tons and tons of reinforcements. Yeah, it's kind of a pity letting them keep the Voyager, because like the Voyager is so good for them. Okay, that's pretty good too. Wow. Yeah, Earth King's Lieutenant was the card I was afraid of. Surprised they didn't get in. Okay, so now what do we do? I think we're just try to win this in the air. We can Heartless Act the Ang. Actually, never mind. We can't Heartless Act the Ang because they can use protectors on it. This is a little bit interesting. Not sure exactly how to proceed here because we can like draw maybe one or two extra cards if we just like sacrifice these and just send them in. Problem is like we're facing a lot of damage next turn, but maybe we have to dig. All right, so I think we get in. We could get in with Curiosity. Curiosity's better on the attack than defense. They probably just trade a couple guys. Oh, you know what? Then they can flip Ang. That's actually not great. Let's just attack with these two. Can use Kato to bounce the other one. That's actually kind of interesting. Or we could play another Curiosity. I think we just play Curiosity here. Now we could try to use Heartless Act, but they would just sacrifice a protector. Can go for another Spyglass Siren. Yeah, these protectors are just really nasty. And then I think we try to maybe make our Drowner a little bit bigger here, just so we can block decently. Spell Pierce, yeah, it's a little bit late for that. Oh man, Wartime Protesters is huge. That is an awesome card. I do like the versions of allies that run protesters. Yeah, Wartime Protesters. It just seems like a really nice card to slot right in. Like this plus Lieutenant just makes their deck so big, so fast. Yeah, now they're just really doing it. Okay, that's probably game. We've got 4 blockers. I don't think they have trample, right? So if we block like 1, 2, 3, 4, we're still taking 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, yeah, we're pretty dead, I think. Yeah, they just got a really hard to beat draw for us. All right. Yeah, so I'm curious like how I was supposed to play that one. Maybe like holding like the Drowner until like a later card. Those early 1/1s are just amazing. All right, 1 and 1. Okay, on the play here. Hand looks great. But yeah, Allies definitely seems to be a tough match. Probably want to hold up counter, potentially. I suppose we can like worry about removing something next turn, so we'll just hold up counterspell. And then happy to trade here with Momo. I don't think they're going to give us the option, but we'll go for it. Sarkhan. Yeah, I think let's just counter that. Okay, so now we're going to try to get in Kato, see if they fall for it. All right, fair enough.
Watch closely. You bet you didn't expect to see me here.
Okay, let's draw some cards.
Information is its own.
Good on the Katos, but Tidebinder, how good is Tidebinder against this? I mean, I suppose it's pretty good because like Momo gets, can maybe turn off Momo, so that could be good. Ooh, Hellkite was nasty. Was not expecting Hellkite. Maybe we should have saved the other Kato.
I'm definitely lost.
All right, let's, how do we want to do this? Let's go for Siren. And then I think we want to set up for Tidebinder. Although I suppose now they can, oh, I forgot, they can pay 1 mana less for the Hellkite. Hellkite is so good here. Okay. Alright, so that turns into a dragon. Alright, so we don't get to turn off Momo here. Maybe we just have to kill Momo the other way so we can Tidebinder the Sarkhan, I guess. Alright, so now it's just a 2/2. So now I think we just Bitter Triumph the Momo. Although the Hellkite is going to be a major problem. Drowner's pretty good. I think we want to keep that. Could Tidebind the Momo. Could also just Bitter Triumph it so they don't get the Hellkite. But if they draw mana, then they're getting the Hellkite anyways. Yeah, let's just we just get in with Siren here. Braid the Tidebinder. Sure. Okay. Okay, now I think we can turn off the Momo or the Ascendant. So this thing gets bigger and becomes a dragon. Yeah, I think let's turn off the Ascendant again. I guess now we can just trade Tidebinder for this Ascendant, so we're not super worried about that. Can Drowner the Conqueror, and then actually we should play this after they play the Hellkite. So I guess we just get in, or I suppose we could Bitter Triumph the Conqueror, just get it out of the way so we can push. All right. Now we can get in for a little bit, get rid of their Hellkite, and start making tokens. I guess in case we draw like another Bitter Triumph, maybe we hold the Gloomlake Verge. Sanctuary's pretty good. All right, I guess we're just blocking and sacking for a card. I think we can do it on their turn after we block, just because we are getting a little bit low on life. Get lost is fine. It'll give us more ammunition to sack. Ooh, Deep-Cavern Bat. It's a good one. Tidebinder, sure. Alright, let's see what they got cooking upstairs. Alright, and now I think we try to hit on the Deep-Cavern Bat. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Can make it a 3/3. Okay, and then we'll have Tidebinder ready. Okay. Huh, I wonder if we can... Yeah, I guess it's any activated ability, right? I mean, let's try it. We can trade Tidebinder, that's fine. Suppose we could have also sacked it for Fountain Port to draw a card. That'd be another option. This is fine though. And then we'll just hold this in case we draw Bitter Triumph. Ooh, that's not good. Destroy target non-basic. Sure. Cecil was a little interesting. Not really amazing right now. But it can get through, so we'll keep it around. Alright. Surprised they didn't attack with Sanctuary. I think we just take it. Alright, stab is pretty good. Now we can start getting through. This thing can only gain flying when they play a creature with flying, right? Or whenever a dragon enters. Kind of drawn off the top right now. Looks like they got something. Maybe some kind of instant speed dragon would be super rough. I guess we just get in with these two. Hopefully all goes well. All right, Hellkite number 2. If they want to thin my deck, I am here for it. Are they getting in? Oh, not yet. Okay. Oh, that'll work. All right. Good enough. Two and one. All right, 2 and 1. See if we can pick it up. I guess between like Dimir Midrange and like the Azorius Tempo Flash deck that both use Enduring Curiosity, I think I like the Azorius deck a little bit better, but I just also haven't played the Dimir version. It does seem like it has a lot of options. Like Tidebinder seems sweet. Cecil's probably good. I just haven't. It's always been really tough to play against Preacher. Yeah, this hand looks good. And I don't know if we start with Siren here or go for Cecil. Like, Siren seems really good if we can get to, like, Curiosity. I guess Cecil's good at blocking, so there's that. Then, like, next turn we can use Siren to try to, like, hit our third land. Alright, so this is the Skeletons deck that uses like United Battlefront on 4 to get extra value. If they want to use an extra card here, that's fine. Sure. Okay, how do we want to do this? I guess we could just like have our land come in tapped and then like play Siren. Seems like a little weak, but I think we want to have access to. Otherwise, I suppose like Tidebinder. Does Tidebinder do much against them? Like I think it might be okay against like the enchantment because like it reacts to that. I want to be able to hit our third land is the only thing. So I think maybe like, yeah, I could see maybe letting Tidebinder go. Okay, so we got the third land anyways, that's great. Could go for like Siren and just try to hit our fourth land right now, or we could go for like Drowner next turn. I think Siren's fine. Even if we just trade with Inquisitor, still feels pretty good. Let's try to hit land number 4. Alright, so Vondam grows if we block. We're taking damage. I mean, like, Curiosity is good if we can keep the Siren going. But we are going to be taking a fair amount of damage here. Guess we can, like, let this get to a 3/3 and then go for Preacher. Otherwise, we're taking 4, we drop to 14. This starts hitting pretty hard. I think we just want to block here, even though it's not amazing. I think we just want to slow the game down a little bit. All right, so we did get to 4, which is great. Can try to catch up with Preacher. Okay, there's Corpses of the Lost. I mean, they're going to get this back, which is kind of annoying, but I think we do want to block here. We don't want to take 6. Now we can go for Curiosity here. If they decide to not block, we could also kind of go for like Drowner. I think we're just getting in. All right, so let's go for Curiosity. And if they want to replay Skeleton, like, we can, I suppose, block and trade with Curiosity. Ooh, Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're taking 7 down to 6. Yuck. I think we want to try to like set up like a gang block situation. We could also, I think we also maybe just want to Drowner this next turn. So let's get Preacher in there. Although Preacher is good on defense. Yeah, I guess we could also just like stab to get rid of the Skeleton on this turn before they replay Corpses. Although I suppose we can do it in response. All right, let's get in with Preacher. All right, so if we Corpses, if we stab, we can also, this thing will grow, but if we're going to Drown it, doesn't really matter. Although I suppose they do get it back. It's not amazing, but I think it's fine. Could also Tidebind it, but I think we just want to use Drowner here. We got force blocks. I think maybe we just chump, go to 4, and then we can draw another card next turn if we get rid of this. So we definitely want to get rid of this on the attack. Do we want to trade Preacher for Cecil? It's not amazing, but it's okay. I guess we could also attack with this 1/1. But we've got a ton of damage coming in. So I think it's probably just Preacher. Okay, now we can actually go for Kato and also get rid of our Servandum. So let's get rid of Servandum. Okay, I guess we can't do both because we have to pay the extra cost. Which is fine. Okay, Servandum is back. So we could go to 1 by double blocking the pirate, but then they can get back the Corpses of the Lost, which isn't amazing. Here we could go, I guess we have to block both. I think we just block both here. So I think we probably try to do Kato here. Could also go for Tidebinder, but I think we keep getting in.
I love a dramatic entrance.
Okay, Drowner is pretty good. So unfortunately we can't do both, but we can lock down, let's see, what do we want to do? Could lock down Servandum, but we can also use Drowner on Servandum. Probably just lock down a Skeleton, I guess. Could also just draw cards here. So they probably try to kill Kato. All right, let's just lock down their Skeleton.
I've got them pinned. Press the attack.
And then we could use Preacher. I think Preacher's a pretty good blocker here, so let's go for Preacher. Corpses number 2 is brutal. That might just be enough. I think they just have enough damage here. Yeah. Yeah, Corpses off the top was super rough. All right, I guess that's it. Let's see, because we can go to 5. I guess if we block, we don't quite die, so we have to do that. So we're forced to block like this. Is there any way we can possibly stabilize here? This is so brutal. Okay, I guess we get in and just see what happens. We could Drowner so that he can't block, but we're actually happy if he does block. All right, that's not going to do it. So we've got 7, potentially 8 mana. Could lock one down, have 2 blockers. We're at 1. It's just not enough. I suppose we could use Drowner to lock a second one down. Kind of think we have to now.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh no, not another one. Okay, now I think we are truly dead. I suppose we can still technically block all of them. Now we're dead, though. Oh my god. Yeah, because we have like one blocker. I suppose, again, we're in a situation where we could block both. If we have 4 to activate and play Tidebinder. Yeah, you know, I mean, we'll just keep it rolling. Okay, we can Tidebind that. I think we want to trade this one now. I suppose this is slightly better to keep around, but it's so much mana to activate. Okay, Spell Pierce. I think now we're finally done. Got to try to draw something here, so let's get in. I think we're just kind of grasping at straws at this point. Yeah, that is going to do it. Assuming they attack. That was fun. We had a decent... I'm not sure. Maybe I could have played it slightly differently to keep control. We refused to die for quite a few turns there. So that was kind of fun. All right, 2 and 2. All right, opening hand looks good. We've got stuff to do. All right, let's lead out with, I suppose, the Verge. Kind of a nice little quick opener. Then we've got like Kato on 3, which feels pretty good. Okay. Maybe we're supposed to keep this back against life, but like we want to be able to get in with Kato, so I don't know. Keeping it around seems good. Oh wow. Johnny Call of the Pride. Okay. Splendid Angel is a ways off. Let's just take the Channeler. It's by far the scariest card, I think, out of there. Right off the top. Okay. We do have the Bitter Triumph to try to get there. All right, let's go for Kato. And let's draw some cards. Ooh, Stab is really good. I don't think we need the land, but Stab seems great. All right. We can stab the bat. I guess let's get in with Kato first. Probably just drawing cards. Then we can play Cecil to block the Essence Channeler. That feels pretty good. Could also lock down the Essence Channeler. Let's just draw cards, though.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Do we want 5 mana on 5? I don't think we need it. Yeah, I think we can do better than these. Oh well, I guess that works. All right, so let's stab and then suppose we could do it on their draw step just so we see what they draw. That'd be kind of fun. See, have they drawn their card yet? Ooh, another Channeler. Okay, I think we want to take the Channeler here again. Although I suppose like Resplendent Angel is kind of annoying. Caller is pretty good too. But we have Bitter Triumph, so I'm not super worried about that. They can't make it jump, right? Oh, I guess they could make it jump. Flying and double strike. I think we just want to get rid of the Channeler. I guess Angel is kind of annoying. Oh, you know what? We did miss their draw step. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they can move the counters. It's okay, I think. So many channelers. All right, let's get in. If they want a double block, then we can just Bitter Triumph here. That feels pretty good. I think we're not too worried about life. I don't think. I think we're okay. Now we get them both. All right, now we can go for Siren. Could pay extra life here, but I think I'm okay just leaving it coming in tapped. That's fine. All right, now let's draw some cards. This is working out great. Bitter Triumph seems good. Let's take that. And yeah, we're feeling pretty good.
Evil has left me no choice but to fight. Trust yourself and you shall win.
Ooh, Drowner looks pretty good. Let's clean out the Ajani. All right, let's take the Drowner. And I think we're in a pretty good position here. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Let's see, 4, potentially 8, 10, 12. Okay, we can just kill him.
I just hate a fair fight.
That'll work. All right, 3 and 2. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. All right, let's see if we can keep going here. I feel like in that last match, it was really just sort of making sense. All right, opening hand looks good. We have a couple early things. Got some land. I don't know if we want to lead out with Cecil on 1 or if we want to just go for like Restless Reef first. I guess we don't have a 2-drop, so we could just go for like Cecil turn 1 and then like turn 2 just play like Restless Reef and have like stab up. Cecil's an interesting card. Yeah, I wonder if there's like a right time to play it. I guess it depends on what you're up against. Ooh, Deep-Cavern Bat. Not very good right now. I guess we can use stab on this Firebrand. So I guess let's get in. And we'll just hold stab up. I assume they just let it through. But it is kind of funny, like, if they like block it, like does more damage. Just because Cecil does damage to yourself equal to, or you lose life equal to the damage he deals. I think either way we're killing the firebrand. Okay, now we definitely are. Surprised they didn't sacrifice it in response. That was interesting. Okay, I guess we'll go for Watery Grave here. And then we can Deep-Cavern Bat. I guess let's get in first. They probably have Shock ready. Either way, we get to see their hand, though. Oh, wow. Okay. Dropkick Bomber. Interesting. Krenko's pretty good. I guess they don't have mana for Krenko yet. Could also use like Tidebinder on Krenko. So maybe let's just take Dropkick Bomber. Haven't seen Goblins in a while, though. A little bit strange, but I guess we're still pushing with both. We're like gaining life and dealing damage to ourselves at the same time. I guess we could also Tidebinder the Seer Slicer. It's pretty good on Krenko. I guess just be a good use of our mana. Otherwise, we could just get Soulstone Sanctuary going. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and Tidebind Bat. And now we can just like full push here. Let's get Soulstone Sanctuary going. All right, so Krenko can make quite a few tokens now. That's pretty impressive. So we can hit him for one in the air. We can make another Soulstone Sanctuary here. Definitely want to attack with Cecil, I think, but they probably trade. I guess just we full send here. So he's got to have a way to deal with our Deep-Cavern Bat, or that's going to do it. Don't think he can push for 11. All right, and that should do it. Now, even if he has Shock or Lightning Strike, we can counter it, so we should have him totally covered. All right, on to the next. 4 and 2. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time I saw a Goblins deck. It's been like months. Ooh, this is a tough opening hand. We're on the draw. We don't have any blue sources. We do have double Deep-Cavern Bat. So it's like it. I really want to keep it because like that can be really backbreaking. I guess we've got, I think like what, 24 land. So we have man, I really want to keep this hand. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's right. Okay, we got another swamp. So we have like a little less than like a 1 in 2 chance of drawing land every turn. But I don't know how many blue sources we have, so I just don't know the deck well enough. Looks like we're up against blue-white control. Yeah, okay. So I guess we take the seam rip here. And like if he 3-steps the next one, like that's fine. Ooh. Preacher's really good. I wonder, like, taking away his chance to like draw extra cards seems pretty good. I mean, getting rid of his counterspell seems nice. It's probably Preacher because I don't know that I don't think I want to use Kato right here. Like, giving him back Seam Rip doesn't seem great. I guess it's like okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess Kato is pretty hard for him to deal with. So now they can counter it, and then we can double Deep-Cavern Bat next turn.
This is where things don't worry, Pom Pom John. I've got this. Uh-huh. Now I know your weakness.
Stab. I don't think we really care. Interference is interesting because it gives us a counter spell. I kind of like that. We've got land coming up. So like if they try to go like consult next turn, we can counter.
Can't give in.
And I guess like worst case scenario, we can also actually maybe I play this. Not sure that I want to play this right now because it'll give them a good way to use their mana for the demo field. But if they do that, then they're not trying to consult. I don't know. All right, let's just get in. Then we'll Deep-Cavern Bat and then probably hold up counters.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
I guess I'll take the Restless Reef. Seems good against them. Like, they can Seam Rip it next turn, but I don't really care. Although, I guess this way, like... Yeah, I think I'd rather just take their counter. They Seam Rip it pretty easily next turn. I guess I'll take the Seam Rip, that's fine. So I think we just get them when they tap out. Interesting. Okay. Did not expect that. Guess now we could Drowner. Drowner's pretty bad, though. I mean, they can block it super easily. Do we just take the hit? They could counter the Drowner. I think we Drowner, actually. Even if they counter it here, I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, if they want to tap out, that's okay.
I'm not scared of you.
All right, now we can go for Preacher. Hold up Interference. Could also Deep-Cavern Bat. Maybe we Deep-Cavern Bat first. Yeah, let's Deep-Cavern Bat first. Could also get Sanctuary going. Got no more lies. Go Meringue on 6. I think we need to take Meringue. Preacher is nice to stop the fish. I think we want Preacher here. They can still kill it with Anchorage, but if they really want to do it, I don't think I can stop them. I think that's okay. Guess I can make it a 4/5, make it a little harder to kill. That's probably the move, actually. Let's do that. So now I like force him to use like their man land to get there, because we can block one of the tokens. Yeah, if they want to fully commit. Could block here and give them the Meringue back. And then just counter it later. It's actually not terrible. But, I mean, we're kind of doing okay in the air. Maybe we just let it go. They can hold up a counter. Yeah, I think we just let it go.
Okay, now let's run away.
Oh, they don't even have access to counters right now. That's kind of nice. I guess they can use their demolition field. Can check for something else here with our Deep-Cavern Bat. We could also get Sanctuary going. I think we do want to hold up counters, though. Guess let's start with Bat. Okay, we'll just take their ability to dig. Now they can block and just draw a card, and that's fine. Okay, that was strange. I expected them to draw a card there. But yeah, I guess they want to use demo field, so I think we just sit. We've got counters up. Okay, that that doesn't make a lot of sense. They could have sacked the creature that blocked, so that's fine. Here they need like Ultima, something big. Like Ultima plus another land. I suppose actually Ultima backed up by No More Lives would do it. That would be really, really backbreaking. So we gotta kill him fast. Star Cage is brutal. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a beating. Wow. I guess we could make them pay more for it. We could also like end of turn Drowner their token, so we can force through some damage. I think that's what we do. They get back a bunch of cards here and it's gonna suck, but super annoying. Alright, so now let's try to get Drowner. They can use Demolition Field, but not if they counter here. so they don't care about that. So now they plan to use Demo Field on our land. But if they use Demo Field, they can't block with the anchorage, so there is that. So if we go for... I guess if we go for Sanctuary, we can still hold up counter. I think I like that. I guess I could have tapped the land, but I don't think we can make use of the mana. And now they don't have enough to block, which is great. So we gotta ask ourselves, Wan Shi Tong. We could just Heartless Act that. When it's on the stack. So we could counter it. I think saving the counter is probably a little bit better. Although I suppose we can use Heartless Act on the Meringue. Actually, we definitely want to... I think maybe we let Wan Shi Tong happen. And then he can just trade with the Drowner, and that's fine. Because this way we get him down to 1, but then he bounces everything next turn. Although I suppose next turn, like, he can go... He could go Meringue, we try to counter it, he counters that, but then we have Spell Pierce up. So I think we just let this happen. Okay, I think we just sit with Interference plus Spell Pierce if he tries to go for like the big Meringue play. Okay, Seam Rip, sure. I think we let that happen. Okay, now end of turn, I think we go for Heartless Act. If he wants to counter it, it's fine. Oh, you know what? Actually, it has a counter on it. That's super annoying. We can't kill it with Heartless Act. We could make it smaller, but I don't think we care. So I think we just sit. Now we can Restless Reef. He could make a blocker. I think we want to play this for blue, just so we have an extra land, so we can hold up Interference. Okay, now we can Restless Reef. He can't make a 1/1 because he'll die, so it has to block with Anchorage. Iceberg. Okay. Can counter that and then Spell Pierce. That's probably the move. Now we just Spell Pierce it, and that should be game. All right, good enough. Yeah, the little 1-2 punch with the counters is kind of nice. All right, 5 and 2. See if we can trophy. All right, opening hand looks good. We've got good mana, early stuff to do on the draw. I think this is like Azorius control, from what I can, or it's like, maybe it's mono white control with like Ujin and all kinds of nonsense. So I think, do we want Cecil or Spyglass Siren? I mean, Cecil is better attacker, but like, I suppose we could Siren next turn and then try to hit our third land. So yeah, I guess we just go Cecil. Authority. Jeskai, okay. Spyglass Siren is great, however, like seeing what they've got going on seems pretty nice too. Like we're probably supposed to Spyglass Siren here. We could technically do it next turn though. I think it's just too important to know what's going on. Like I think every time I try to talk myself out of casting this on turn 2, I'm basically always wrong. All right, yeah. Okay, so it's Jeskai artifacts. Perilous Snare, I guess we have to take that, because otherwise they play it next turn, but Battlefront is a complete beating. God. We need like another counter or something. I mean, I guess like, you know, we force them to like Perilous Snare the bat next turn otherwise. Yeah, I think we just take this. I think we just take this knowing that they're going to probably snare it. Like, maybe they make the wrong move. So I guess we kind of force their hand a little bit, but who knows? Maybe they make the wrong choice. Probably not. Yeah, okay. All right, we did not hit. That's unfortunate. All right, so we probably do Tidebinder here just to like, in case they have some sort of good hit off of Battlefront. This is definitely a tough match, though. Really? I mean, I guess we could Tidebind that. That works. Like it's... maybe we're supposed to save this for like Battlefront in case they find like something really good, but I think we just go for it. Suppose we could stop Authority too, but I think we need our creatures here, so let's go for Perilous Snare. Now we can go for Siren, see if we can juice one of our creatures a little bit. Yeah, I guess... Oh, so much for that. Okay, here it is. We gotta hope that they have like a pretty bad hit. Nope. That's a good one. Yeah, because that's going to get Cecil. Oof. Could have been worse. I mean, as things go, it's not good, but could have been worse. Alright, I guess we just get Soulstone going, and then hopefully I don't draw too well. Yeah, we have like a lot of removal that's just like not doing much. Oh, and they've got the demo field to go with it, plus United Battlefront off the top. Oof. Okay. Alright, that's pretty bad. Guess we can shoot the sheriff. We don't have to do it now, because I think now we go for Sanctuary and then shoot the sheriff on our turn. But they scryed both to the top, which is definitely not good. Alright. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should have saved that for Bitter Triumph. I think we're just going to shoot the sheriff here, though. Sure. Is this non-land? Haha, they can't tap the Sanctuary. That's awesome. Love it. All right, so now we've got interference. Could potentially make like a 2/2. Yeah, I think let's just use the mana to make a 2/2. Like, we could counter, I suppose. I don't know what else they have. Like, they did top both of them, so maybe we're supposed to hold. I guess during their main phase, we can just, like, add mana. I think that's probably the move. Let's just add mana and see what happens. If they just let it pass through, I guess we'll just sit. All right, if they're not doing anything, I guess we just go for the 2/2. They're going to gain a life here. It's kind of annoying, but I think we have to go for it. They have Counterspell? What's going on? Wow. Blown out. Okay, that's a crazy hit. That's awesome. Okay, so they're gonna tap down my Tidebinder, but whatever. We're actually like kind of doing it. Yep, still can't tap this one down. Oh, they can craft with artifact. But that's like, I think, a sorcery speed. Yeah, okay. Yep, you still can't tap it. I know you're looking at it, and I know you want to, but you can't tap it. All right. Okay, we don't need the land, I don't think. I guess we could have held it for Bitter Triumph. That was a little bit maybe a mistake. More mana is always good, though, right? Spring-loaded, sure. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to kill the Curiosity, it's probably better. Oh, I suppose now if they do this, then they can like turn something back on. Whatever. I think it was just working on like a Perilous Snare, so it's not like they can do anything different. And then this thing turns into something quite good. And more importantly, they have another 7/7. I guess we don't have to kill it now. We could wait and draw a card. If we go to 7, then like one hit kills us, so maybe we're supposed to wait. But like if we draw good cards, they probably tap this down. I think let's just wait. Okay, yeah, I don't think we need the extra land. Yep. Ooh, that's a good one.
I've seen scarier things in a bowl of noodles.
All right, let's draw a card. Although, I mean, making this thing a 4/5 is... Because then, like, we're forcing lethal next turn. We could still do that, though. So let's just draw a card for now.
Information is its own weapon.
Deep-Cavern Bat. Deep-Cavern Bat is, like, not great. I feel like we can do better. Could, like, double Kato. Be kind of interesting. I suppose, like, if they, like, draw a bunch of cards and get, like, another one of these, what is it called? Like, the traps. Like, we could get, if they're holding, like, spring-loaded Saw Blades. So, like, next turn, they're going to draw a card for every artifact. They would have 2 mana up. Okay. So maybe there's some value in holding it. I don't know that we need another Kato, though. Yeah, I think on like the off chance that they go for like that play and they draw like exactly like the Saw Blades. I guess they could like do it now. Alright, that was probably more likely to happen right there. I think they're still dead though. Because like now, like they can tap down. Okay, well that works too, but we could just use Kato to give this thing minus, or the stun thing or whatever. Oh, you know what? Actually, we do need this because now we make it a 4 power. And then we Drowner. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, you know what? It doesn't quite work. Because they're going to gain a life off the Drowner. That's super annoying.
thrive in the dark.
Oh, but you know what? We have Sanctuary as a 4/4. Okay, so that, because this is also a ninja. That works. It still works. That's so funny. And for Xaxes, boom. Yeah, Soulstone Sanctuary being every creature type is pretty awesome. That was kind of a weird game to navigate there. All right, final boss. See if we can trophy. 6 and 2. Yeah, I was like in my head thinking that like if they drew like exactly like the Saw Blades or whatever, but it was like so much more likely that they'd have like a 3-drop and then get an artifact, and so we should have gone for like a kill card or like Drowner, and it worked out perfectly, but we did need a top deck there, so like in hindsight, trying to go for the Drowner intentionally would have been better. Opening hand looks good. Okay, definitely want to play Siren over Restless Reef here. Gotta block that so they don't keep getting big with, I assume we're up against like mono white Lifegain. Could be like Orzhov, I suppose, like Orzhov Bats. Does appear to be mono white, at least so far. Okay. Do we trade? Yeah, I mean, I think we trade. Like, they do get like a scry, which is annoying, but I think getting rid of one of their 1/1s before they have like life gainers on the board feels pretty good. So I think we do. Then like we just try to like have like our next Siren become a 2/2. Okay, they scryed away, which is great. And again, I think we want to go for an extra land here. Although we do want to have like 3 mana on 3, and like having 4 is pretty good. Okay, so I think like having this as a 2/2 would be nice. But I think in the grand scheme of things, maybe it's more important to actually, Drowner is pretty good here. Maybe we just go for Drowner this turn. No, you know what? I think we want Reef because we want to have Curiosity on 4 for sure. So I think we go for Siren. Kind of like back and forth on what I want to do here. Banishing Light. Okay, sure. I was like thinking like super hard over like why I needed things to happen a certain way. Like I wanted Kato to get in there. Like maybe Drowner would have been better. But like now we know we have like 4 mana on 4, which is nice. And actually they don't have a ton of pressure, so maybe we go for like Drowner plus map? Like main phase Drowner? Because I don't think we're like cycling it away. So I think alright, yeah, so I think we'll do it like this. Let's go Drowner. And we're gonna lock down their bat in case they draw like a thing that like a Pride Mate or whatever. Just to make it less likely for them to, ooh, that's a nice hit. Yeah, I think we want to keep that. I mean, even if they play like Pride Mate, like they could still like gain a life off the Vanguard, but whatever. Do we see their last card? Or just like go like hardcore Curiosity? Like, I will be kicking myself if they have, like, Sheltered by Ghosts or another stupid Banishing Light or whatever. Bat is, like, kind of weak, but it's also, like, if we hit, it's super good. Man. Yeah, we probably just go for Curiosity here. I think we just suck it up and go for Curiosity. As a surprise, of course. Ooh, they fell for it. Gotta love it. Nice little freebie. Gotta make sure that we keep them off their ley line of hope. Alright, now we can like look upstairs. Yeah, bye-bye Pridemate. Don't need none of that. Hopefully we hit land. Okay, no land. We still have another chance at land. Ooh, Drowner I will take. Yeah, I'm actually totally fine with Drowner. Ah! Sheltered by Ghosts. No! Right off the top. Okay, they're gonna make us fight for this one. Alright. Alright, so we just Drowner the stupid lurking bat. We have to spend the entire time, our entire turn, both this turn and next turn, getting rid of it. It's probably right. It's so annoying. God. Could also just like Drowner the Pridemate and like not care a lot. But like getting rid of this bat is kind of nice. And we are at 10. Yeah, I think we sit. Hold. Alright, let's Drowner the bat. Suppose we could also Drowner the Pridemate. But I think we do want to get rid of the bat. Ooh, and then we've got Triumph. Okay. So I think we could attack with Curiosity here to get the card, but then we go down to 7. They probably don't kill us with Pridemate, so I think we go for it. Yeah, I guess because they're going to block here, then we can like do the thing with the bat. Okay, let's shuffle it away. You know what? I suppose we could have done it on the draw step. That would have been better. Like if we actually timed the draw step correctly, that would have been better. All right, Watery Grave. So now we can go for Kato. Feels pretty good. And I think we do Bitter Triumph on that. We're getting a little bit low, but I think it's okay. Actually, I think we hold Curiosity back just to be safe. Could Deep-Cavern Bat. I think we want to pay the life to get Bitter Triumph online. Alright, let's draw a card. Oh, actually, I'll take Sanctuary. Good on Tishana's Tidebinders. I just want, like, no pain. Ruin Lurker, sure. I guess we'll lose the other Kato. I think we want to get rid of Pridemate. Although the Channeler is kind of dangerous. Can use Deep-Cavern Bat to block the Ruin Lurker. So now if we push with both, I guess we can play Cecil to block. All right. We just got to shorten this game as much as we possibly can. We could play another Curiosity. Actually, I mean, Curiosity's not bad. Just draw some more cards. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Okay, that feels pretty ridiculous, actually. So I think we go to 5. We want the land. We can Deep-Cavern Bat. Actually, we can just hold up Heartless Act. That feels a little better, a little safer. And then I think, just to be super safe, let's lock down this Channeler.
Sit down. Rethink your life.
Oh, you know, we've got... we could just Drowner the other bat, too. Yeah, this will work. It's not exactly fancy, but it'll get the job done. Shelter by Ghosts? Sure. I think we still got you covered. Yeah, because now we just go for Sanctuary, which is a ninja, or will be. Make ninjas cool. And that should do it.
Never underestimate my skills.
Boom! There it is. Trophy. Yeah, it's a cool deck. Definitely has some nuance. I definitely learned a little bit while playing it, so there's that sweet, sweet prizes. Got some nice cards, a couple rares. So let's take a look at the stats real quick. All right, so we did go 7-2. Again, 78% win rate, 80% on the play, 75% on the draw. And then looks like, yeah, we had 2 wins against White, 2 wins against Azorius, a loss against Orzhov, and looks like 4-color something or other, and then a couple other wins. But yeah, I do like this deck. I think looking at it, how it played out, feels like it's built very well. I would definitely recommend crafting this if you like Dimir. Again, the sideboard is going to be in the deck list on moxfield.com, and I'll also have a link to the original deck list on mtgdecks.net. But it has a nice sort of mix of removal, and yeah. I'm interested that they only are running 3 copies of Curiosity. I mean, like, it felt like we had enough for sure, so maybe that's sort of like a judgment call, but Going back to the list here, they did have a 90% win rate in an 81-person tournament. So I think they know what they're doing. Anyways, thanks guys again for watching. If you like this kind of content and you do want to see more, consider subscribing. If you go to the comment section of this video, you'll have a link to subscribe, or a link if you'd like to become a member for 99 cents a month and have early access to all my new videos and help support the channel. And then also, if you wouldn't mind telling my channel, maybe sharing it with one friend, just to get kind of the word out, I would really appreciate it. All right, we'll see you in the next one.